Hello, welcome to the Unengaged Agent.
Hello.
Social media marketing and news for real estate agents. Let's see, our first topic is
Clubhouse. It's been a bit for me in Clubhouse. I actually had deleted the app for a little bit, but that was just for me and my focus intention. I was trying to not consume too much content and then take some action with it. But besides the point, I've been talking about it more and more different people that I meet because there's different platforms that apply for different people that they enjoy. Some like listening, some like watching, whatever. Anyway, so I re-downloaded it. And there's a few cool new features I saw. One would be if you're in a room and you want to share that room with on social. Um, I forgot what you hit, but you hit something and it records the last 30 seconds and it creates a post. And then you can post that to come
oh,
join my room. I mean, join that room because that's actively what's going on in
that's
that
very
room at the
interesting.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was neat. I thought that was really neat. And then obviously you can monetize on there. You can have like your Cash App within your profile, so or in your room actually. Once you have the room, I was in one where they had like like a DJ or instrumental music or whatever. And it's like if you enjoy what they're doing, you can tip them or pay, but it can apply for any businesses. I mean, we hosted one last year that was videos for real estate agents, and it's just a different way to reach out to different people.
Yeah, I mean, Clubhouse is something we haven't done in a while, but it's good
Mm-hmm.
about you can create local rooms, really touch so in our case we you create Tampa Bay room, what's going on in Tampa Bay, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Mm-hmm.
bring all sorts of different local people to one area and
Mm-hmm.
try to get find out what the needs and wants of your local community, and what's needed.
And
Um,
what's different, one of the other quick things too, I didn't mean to cut you off,
no,
sorry.
go ahead.
No, no, one of the other things, it's not brand new. I do remember it when I was doing it before, but it's the back channel. So it's basically Clubhouse's way of DMing someone. Before, the only way you could communicate with someone was either speaking on stage with them or follow them on Instagram or Twitter and send a message that way. Now they have a thing called back channel, so you can actually have that side discussion, messaging each other
Okay.
within the
Well,
within the
that's
group.
that's
So within
definitely
the rooms,
convenient 'cause as opposed to having
right?
sending someone to a different platform to communicate.
Right,
Instead of
right.
saying
And
DM.
usually if it's a crowded room and you're there waiting for a while and you just had like one quick question or something, maybe you can get it answered quickly. But yeah, I have a feeling maybe jumping back into that a little bit because there were some cool rooms in there.
Yeah, and maybe
Anyway,
as I said, our next podcast, maybe we'll do it on Clubhouse too at the same
I
time.
think so. I think
Yeah.
so. Or even live and or the after, if there's any questions and we want to continue our conversation, then we can just continue it
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Okay.
Um, the next topic is regarding U.S. Home ownership.
Mhm.
So it's climbed to 65.5%, which is the highest it's been in forever,
Yeah.
which is awesome because it means a lot of people are owning homes and a greater share of the population. Um, it's it's at 65 and a half in 2020. So this is they're still gathering information on this past year, but
Mhm.
it's it's showing that as more and more people are able to buy and have ownership and have that equity and that long term generational wealth and all those things are very important, and as they you get more and more groups of people into those home buying situations, the better.
Mhm. Mhm. Which is definitely good.
Yeah.
Mhm. Nice.
See, the next topic we have is creating and posting social media on Canva.
Yeah. So this is, I'm more of a mobile friendly type of person. So I'm trying my best to learn how to do more on a desktop, just because you can get so much more done that way.
Mm.
And then Canva is just so cool because even for any posts or videos, but they have the templates for Instagram stories or TikTok backgrounds or whatever. And you can build your video all within Canva and post right from there. So it's pretty neat because it gives you a lot more sticker options. You can actually type in a search on something versus, it's just a different way for me doing something, and a lot more options, but which could, be a good thing and a bad thing too at the same time.
I think you could. But there's like a planner. You can schedule content to go out,
Yeah. Hmm.
which is definitely convenient. And I used to use Photoshop for everything. Any sort of graphic I needed, I went straight to Photoshop. But
Hmm.
now I just lean more on Canva, just for the speed of things, and being able to just get things done just a little bit faster. It may
Well, I
not
just love
be,
the sizes. Just
yeah,
they have all, every size category that you possibly would need, from photo covers to Instagram stories, they have, it's already
yeah.
there,
Yeah,
which is
I mean,
nice.
obviously, if you have the time to spend on things, then Photoshop would be better as far as like green screening or just being pixel perfect accurate. But
Mhm.
for social media content, it doesn't have to be perfect. It needs to be consistent and get it out there.
Yeah, and
Um,
speaking of consistent, the one thing that it does have that I love also is you can select and create your brand colors, so ours right here is that teal and that orange and black. So if those are our colors on Canva, and if we want to make any other flyers or postcards or whatever, the colors are there to pull for our fonts and backgrounds and whatever. So
yeah,
yeah.
it's definitely a neat little tool, and obviously, I think we're doing the paid version of it, so it has some more graphics, a little more size options,
Yeah.
whatnot. But
Yeah.
for us, it's well worth it.
It's definitely well worth it. But
Yeah.
even if you don't have it, it still has a lot of great free features. But the paid version is more than worth it, I would think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. The next topic is Instagram removing some of their separate apps. On the App Store, Instagram had those other apps other than the main one. It had a Boomerang app and
Threads, I think.
Hyper. I'm not sure if Threads is still around, but
Mhm.
the Hyperlapse and the IGTV app, and all those are gone now, or will be gone very soon.
Well, I didn't realize there were different apps, to be honest with
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
for even the IGTV.
yeah. The IGTV had its own separate app on there. We never use it. We just use the regular Instagram app.
But when you say app on there, app on Instagram, or like an app
No,
that you download from the App
a
Store?
separate app on the App Store.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know I had that.
Yeah, I mean, it just I guess they wanted to make it a little separate, but I think they're seeing a big success with their reels now, and they just want to
Hmm.
consolidate everything into one kind of platform.
Well, the monetization is what's made a big jump in that too, I think. Having that creator fund available and that outlet for people to make and
And maybe they're finding that reels are just keeping people on the app longer than say IGTV
well, I
was.
mean, with the reels on Facebook, I had a friend that one doesn't know where reels is on Facebook, placement wise, and I don't half the time know either. On the computer, it's not there, it's just a mobile thing, but um, it's there. But what she didn't, she looked at a video and then it went from that to all of a sudden she's in Instagram or TikTok. She was confused, like, where do these videos come from? Because it's not the normal Facebook feed. You know
Yeah,
what I
and
mean?
it's not your normal friends and followers. It's everyone. It's a
Yeah,
public
yeah.
feed.
It is a
Uh,
public feed. So you got to
yeah.
keep that in mind too when you're putting your personal post on there too.
Yeah,
Once,
if you're making
yeah.
reels and you put it
Yeah.
public, it's open to everyone out there.
Hmm.
Um,
Which you want. I mean, if you're going for views
if
or,
you're going for views, yes,
yeah.
but I treat it, yeah, definitely treat it more like, say, TikTok or Instagram Reels as opposed
Hmm.
to your normal Facebook post. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Okay.
All right. The next topic: real estate colors of the year. Uh,
Colors of the year. So looks like it's not so much in the grays now. I mean, obviously that's a favorite of all, I mean, it's neutral, as neutral as you can get. But what these different paint companies are saying is that it's getting a little bit of spin of a color. They're not sticking to blue or green, but it's more in those hues of, one's called Very Perry, which is like a periwinkle, more of like a light lavender color.
that's all
So
foreign language to me.
Yeah. So sure, I can just list off the four that they said. So Sherwin-Williams was Evergreen Fog. Benjamin Moore was October Mist. Glide is a Glidden or Glidden is Guacamole, and PPG is Olive Sprig. So
Yeah.
all in the leaves colors, and
Okay. More or
yeah,
more, say more nature looking
more
than
earthy, I would say.
industrial,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what they say,
Yeah.
it'll
I mean,
and
obviously,
that's from National Associations of Realtors. So that's where I pulled that from.
okay. Yeah. I mean, obviously, paint color. Yeah. If you're selling, you try to make it as neutral as possible, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure. Because this is, just pretty distinguished color. So it's not for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if and because you want the buyer to just walk in and visualize what they can do to the room as opposed to what the room is and them having to deal with it.
Or would they
You know.
have to, yeah, to fix it,
Yeah.
make it their own. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
And then
interesting.
if you're buying, if your buyers are buying, you just have to visualize, but just overlook paint because that's an easier
Easy
fix than
fix.
most.
Yeah, easy
Yeah,
fix. I know.
it's
It's
hard. It's
true.
hard
It's
sometimes.
hard.
You
It's
walk
hard.
into a room
Yes.
that's painted purple and you're gonna have to visualize your furniture in there, but yeah,
Hmm. Might look nice. Yeah.
it might. It might.
Mhm.
All right, and our last topic is where first-time home buyers got their down payment. Um, so the majority of them, I think it's 51, 52% got it from um, their saving up every month to to
Put
uh,
towards that.
to put towards their down payment. But some
Hmm.
interesting ones. 24% of them got them from their stimulus checks. They saved those
Oh,
stimulus checks and was able to use that towards their down payment, which was
it adds up. Yeah.
it definitely adds up, especially if you're not using it
Hmm.
day to day and you have it. It could
Hmm.
definitely
Hmm.
help. 12% cashed out of their crypto winnings. So they bought crypto when it was low, and when they're ready to buy their home, they sell it and use those funds to buy their home. So that's definitely a new one, right?
That's definitely new for sure. Yeah.
And then 12% asked their family, like parents or
Hmm.
whatnot. So it's
That's
it's good to know kind of where your clients are getting these down payment funds, just to kind of help them guide it or try to see how their flexibility is in this kind of market where you kind of have to be very aggressive with offers.
well, now a lot of a lot of with online businesses and stream of incomes coming in different directions too. I think a lot of people will be able to have that bulk of savings at a younger age than normal.
Yeah, yeah. If they're making money in
Hmm.
their 9 to 5 and making money online too. That's
Yeah, put it aside. Hmm.
But yeah, definitely different possibilities of getting that down payment um, out there.
Yeah. And on a completely different note, well, not one of our topics, we had the most amazing conversation with our friend Greg Todd. Hey, Greg. And just someone to follow. He has amazing advice, very motivating, very inspiring. But basically, it comes down to this: his industry began in the physical therapy world, and it went into different directions with online businesses, and but marketing is what it comes down to. So it doesn't matter, it's all the same plan. It's just different ways of doing it. I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm describing that
oh,
right,
it's
but
definitely. I
yeah.
mean, marketing is you're engaging with your clientele. You're engaging with
Hmm.
people. It's hard for someone just to hire someone something as personal as home buying just off of a postcard or billboard. If you
Hmm.
have a personal connection with someone, it makes the world of difference. And video
Yeah.
can do that, or just general outreach can do that too. Um,
And like right now we're live, but it doesn't feel like we're live because I'm looking at you like a Zoom meeting. So But it helps. It helps because all that is exposure too, right? So it's just a different form of marketing, and it's the real live postcard versus one in the mail.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I think that's it for this week, right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. I'm Tony.
And I'm Patricia. Have a great day.
Great day.